So most brands send emails whenever they feel like it. They don't have strategy, they don't have plans, and they just go with the vibes. And then they wonder why the revenue is so inconsistent. So today I'm going to show you how exactly build an email marketing calendar from scratch for every single month, so your sends are intentional, timely, and actually make money. So the first thing that you have to start with is with the foundation. Before you open whatever platform you use for email campaigns, just answer these 3 questions. Who is your audience? Are they deal seekers? Are they first timers? Are they subscribers only? So this is going to shape your tone and offers for that month. The second thing that you're going to ask yourself is, what are the campaigns that need to be there? For example, if you have a subscription program, you should maybe at least talk about that 1 or 2 times that month. Or if you have a reward program, you should also talk about that at least once a month, so you remind the customers that they have points there. And the third thing that you need to answer is, what's your brand's personality? Or most likely, what are the limits of this brand? Is the brand educational? Is the brand playful? These answers need to guide you into the calendar sounding like you. And also, once you know this, everything just clicks. So you're just not filling a calendar, you're just telling a story month by month. The second thing that I recommend to do is to find ideas and inspiration. I'm just going to show you 4 sites that I go every single month. So the first one is National Day calendars. I like this one because you can choose the month that you're trying to come up with ideas. And first they gave you some general ideas for the month, and sometimes this can be useful for you to start thinking about the brand. These type of events are going to start on your mind, maybe thinking about angles. If you have a supplement brand, you can talk about activity that day and link it into a product. You just have to find the days that go with your brand and make a list of it. You just pick the ones that resonate with your brand. The second one that I like to visit is the Postscript calendar. So you have here national holidays, monthly challenges, seasonal campaigns, or anytime campaigns. So I just go with the national days, and you can see like International Women's Day can be a really good campaign just if the founder is a woman and you can talk about it, or if your supplements are mostly for women. If you have a toys brand, you can also talk about these and link it into a product that is similar to that. You also have St. Patrick's Day. That could be a great idea to either do a phone sale or a longer sale. You just have all of these ideas, just take notes on them, and then you can fill the calendar with this. Another thing that I like to visit is the Klaviyo marketing calendar. This one can show you some angles that you can work with. So for example, if you're talking in January, you can talk about fresh starts. You can talk about dry January. If you have a brand that is supplements or that talks about health and wellness, this can be linked to a subscription discount or just promote your products. Or if you have a mocktail brand, that could work. And you have also New Year's Day. So you can do either a sale, or you can just feature a customer transformation story like reviews and social proof. And you can also do this angle, that New Year resolutions. So you can make it stick this time through a subscription or through a bundle. Don't force any date that is not going to go well with your brand. Not every brand has to do an Easter sale. Not every brand needs to send a St. Patrick's Day email. Some dates can be actually turned into a sale, and some dates are just campaigns that can link into a product or just educational content. And then you just have to see into your own brand and business calendar, because like the best ideas are going to be already inside your business. So you just can see if you have upcoming product launches, or maybe a restock of a best seller that you have. Also, you can see seasonal best sellers. For example, a product really does well in summer but not in winter. So you just have these as your guides through months, so you can build around it. You can also see if you have your brand anniversary, so you can do a sale on it, or you can do a from founder email that just says thank you for all the ones that have been there since the beginning. And yeah, just see if you have already planned events, collabs, or anything like that. And then you can start jumping into the data. Your data are actually a gold mine. You can see what performed well last year and what can be repeated and what can not be repeated. For example, you can see on Shopify under analytics, the dashboard that says total sales by product, you can see that there's 4 or 5 top bestsellers. So you can see the products that can be turned into campaign. Then after reviewing your Shopify or your revenue app, you can actually see your top 3 campaigns of the same month the prior year. So if you go into campaigns and you just have here the date range, you will have to go to custom range. And for example, if I'm trying to see the February 2020, so we're in 2026, just go to 2025 and you can filter them by placed order. And here you have that we did a mango dream campaign, so this is actually a product. We also did a product highlight that performed really well. This is another product. For example, we did a Valentine's sale, so you can replicate that into this month. You can just start reviewing like click rates or open rates and try like to find the trends and replicate this year. Another thing that I like to do is to do some research on the competitors and try to inspire myself on other brands. So I'm not just saying like copy and paste, I'm just saying observe. So the first thing that you have to do is just sign up for 5 to 10 competitors. So you can see through every month what they do and you can inspire from it. You can see, for example, what are they promoting, what angle are they using, what can you do better or differently. So the first one that I'm going to show you is called Mild. Actually, these are the brands that I'm subscribed to, but you can actually set, for example, shoes. And you can either look for brands or just shoes are general. What I suggest doing is just to find some brands, for example, Nike, and subscribe to them, like follow them, and you can see what are they doing with the shoes, or I don't know, if you like this template you can replicate that, or for Cyber Monday or Cyber Week you can do something like that. Like just try to find what they're doing and what can work into your brand, or what can you do differently than this brand. There's 2 ways of doing this. So you have this mood board. The other way is just go to categories, then seasonal, and you can go through birthdays, every Monday, all the seasons. You can go to New Year, Labor Day. You can go all the special events that are happening. So for example, if I want to do spring, I just have a lot to explore. You can save this email and inspire from it for your brand. For the last step is just to see cultural moments or trends. Just try to see on other apps what your audience is talking about. For example, what TikTok trends are relevant to your audience, what are the seasonal shifts, what pop culture moments you have. So for example, if it's the Super Bowl or a supplement brand, you can do players inspired supplements. So you can just turn these pop culture moments into educational or fun emails. They're really good for your audience. You have all these resources available to you. So how to actually build a calendar? So the first thing is that you have to lock your big moments first. You just have to go through your calendar and say, this is the promos that I have, this is the sales that I have, this is the product launches that I have, and key holidays or awareness days that are good for your brand. Once you have all the things that you have to mention, you're just going to go with the other ideas or the other inspired ideas that you have and try to fill the gaps. Just try to do 2 to 3 campaigns per week. So just try to do educational content, then can be a product highlight, then can be a subscription program highlight. Don't try to push all the product highlights in 1 week. Just try to put educational email, a product email, a fun email, so you can just fill the gaps and try to warm up your list so when you're ready to sell, people are ready to buy. Yeah, that's how I do every month, and I hope it was useful to you.